Good morning and welcome back to another week in Iceland, and sadly my last week in Iceland. It has been 4 beautiful weeks here in this incredible country, and I'm already telling you I am not ready to go home, but alas, everything must come to an end. So this week we are heading through the Golden Circle, and then we are heading to the capital city of Reykjavik. So the Golden Circle is one of the most popular things to do for people that are coming on a short time frame because it is only about a 40-minute drive from the capital city, or about an hour from the airport. So they run a lot of day tours. We are going to do the Golden Circle over the next few days, which includes a geyser, some waterfalls, a crater, and a few other fun things. And then we're going to head to Reykjavik and hang out and explore everything that it has to do in Reykjavik and the Reykjanes Peninsula. We have made it to Thingvellir National Park. If you missed my video from a few weeks ago, I will link it up here, where I went and did the silver dive. We are back exactly in the same area. The pond is completely frozen that feeds into the fissure, but the fissure never freezes. It is a consistent 2 degrees. So we're actually starting with a very exciting task today of laundry and hopefully sourcing a shower, because that's been way more difficult than we expected. So showers and laundry are up first. Woohoo! See you in half an hour. This is a video for Nicole to find out later. See if she adds it to her video. We will hide something for her. Let's see what we hide. What does she need? Let's find it. We shall hide her toothbrush. Welcome to Thingvellir National Park. We are standing in, I'm going to butcher the name, the Almanja Gorge, which stretches 8 kilometers long and is a part of the North Atlantic Rift System. So here you can actually see the tectonic plates slowly drifting apart. You actually can't see the movement because it takes over hundreds of years, but this area is actually expanding the Icelandic country because the tectonic plates are slowly drifting apart. This spot is also really cool because they filmed a scene from Game of Thrones here where Arya and the Hound are walking through this particular gorge at the very bottom, and everybody at the top was looking down at them. Welcome to our second stop on the Golden Circle tour. We are now checking out Geysir. The original Geysir is actually dormant now, but Strokur is the one that is currently exploding, and very cool. The geyser seems to explode every 5 or so minutes, so we'll get a few different eruptions. Good morning! Last night there was supposed to be a huge solar storm for the Northern Lights, but sadly they just disappeared and it got overcast and just wasn't fun. So that's okay. We have just arrived to a beautiful hot spring that is not far from Gulfoss. So it's snowing and raining, but that's what it looks like it's going to be for the forecast for the next few days anyways. So we might as well take advantage of the weather as best as we can. Since we're going to a hot spring, we're going to be wet anyways. Welcome to the beautiful hot springs. What is really cool about this area is this bath that I'm in right now was actually used for bathing sheep. So the hut behind me, that you can see beautiful crystal standing behind me. Hi! This hut was used to house sheep, and then I believe the sheep were brought down into this bath to bath every 2 years so that they wouldn't get a disease that would that covers their body in mites. The pools around us, because there are other multiple warm pools, were used for people to bathe, and the locals believe that they have magical powers, which is really cool. I guess no one really used these pools except for the locals until the early 2000s, when there became a boom in the tourism area with the volcano that exploded, and tourism became here. So now it costs 1,000 ISK to visit. The farm owner is kind enough to allow us to use his property, so please make sure to pay, to bring cash. There is a cash box right at the entrance of the trail. That is super important to pay so that we can continue to use these beautiful spaces. So, the pool is warm, it's not hot, but it is only about, what, 2 degrees today? Yeah. So it's totally comfortable enough to relax in the pools at this temperature without freezing. I could stay in here easily for an hour. So we're going to relax, enjoy. Found you. Ready? Well, that was absolutely incredible to be able to relax and get refreshed in those hot springs. It is snowing. Oh, hello. I'm changing. It is snowing cats and dogs out there right now. There is so much snow coming down. So what was supposed to be a rainy day has turned into snow. So I'm super pleased about that. We are off to a place that grows tomatoes and makes fresh tomato soup. And they might have horses on the farm. So we are super excited about that. So let's get on the road and go have some fresh tomato soup for lunch. Okay, this is pretty cool. We have just ordered our soups. So I got the tomato soup, which comes with an unlimited buffet of breads and coffee. And I also got the fresh pasta, which is ravioli with homemade pasta sauce and pesto. So I'm really excited to give that a try. Wow, okay, so my pasta just showed up, and the last thing we need to do is we cut our own fresh basil for the soups. Which leaf do you want? Wow, that smells so good. Ta-da! Now we gotta try it. Wow. It was good? It's delicious. It was like hands down some of the nicest, freshest soup I've ever had. So some really cool facts about this restaurant is that they harvest over 2 tons of their own tomatoes. Every tomato that is that we eat in our soups and everything is freshly grown right here. They make 4 different kinds of tomatoes. They have 9 greenhouses, and all of their energy is totally different from the outside world. So they are self-sufficient, not dependent on the Icelandic weather, which is really important, especially this time of year when light is getting down to 4 or 5 hours a day. So everything's a little yellow in here, which makes it really helpful for these tomatoes to grow. And I've never had such a fresh tomato. They are the largest tomato provider for all of Iceland, and it is easy to see why. Got your cafe? All right, next up on our tour through the Golden Circle area is the Kerid Crater. The Kerid Crater lies in the western volcanic region of Iceland and is one of 3 of the most well-distinguished craters in the area. It is hard to kind of see all of the volcanic rock right now, covered currently by the snow, but it is still pretty cool. You can definitely see how deep it is. The paths are pretty slippery, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to walk all the way around, but we're going to give it a try. We were only outside for about 10 minutes, and every outer layer I have on is totally soaked. It is just freezing rain, misting, sleeting. It's just definitely a wet day. So that's all we have for the Kerid Crater. It was too slippery to walk around the edge, so we are off to find some turf houses now, which apparently are only about 20 minutes away. So that's something that's been on Crystal's bucket list, so we are going to go find these turf houses and check them out.
We couldn't find turf houses, didn't make it there, so sad. We were trying to find one that was apparently abandoned, we didn't know.
We have arrived in Reykjavik. We are now exploring the capital city of Iceland. It is pouring rain, but that is not going to stop us. We are going to spend the evening wandering around the streets. We are at the beautiful, iconic church that is in the heart of the city center. And I think we're going to go find somewhere for dinner. So we're just going to wander the streets, see what calls to us, and I'm excited. Let's get going. Cheers. Here. Good morning. It is 5:15 in the morning and the northern lights are out in full force right now. So we are heading out of Reykjavik to try and find the lights in hopes that we can see an incredible show. They should be out until at least 9 a.m., which is great. We just have to be back in Reykjavik for our COVID test for 8:30. Time to get our PCR test done. PCR test complete for us. Crystal screamed.
I don't like it!
It wasn't fun, but it's what we have to do right now to travel. So they said that we're gonna get our results back within 24 hours, which is incredible. At home, it's a 72-hour turnaround. So we do fly out tomorrow night, so we have a 36-hour gap, which is perfect. So we're gonna go find some breakfast now. It is only 8:30 in the morning, which means we've got about 2.5 hours until sunrise. We're gonna go grab some breakfast and just relax till the sun comes up. All right, well, the sad day has arrived. Today is our very last day in Iceland, which means we need to pack up this van because it looks like we exploded. So let's try and pack this van as fast as we can, get it clean, get everything back in, and maybe we're gonna find some lost items that have disappeared into the van. So I have been missing my toothbrush for 3 days. This one filmed her hiding my toothbrush. I was just going through the content and I found that she hid my freaking toothbrush. I was so upset. I thought the van ate my toothbrush.
Nicholas found out that it was me.
You are an asshole. I haven't brushed my teeth in like 3 days.
The van ate it. No, it was me.
Maybe I just won't brush my teeth until I go home and I'll make it really bad for you.
Oh, they call no. It was me.
So I think it's time to brush my teeth.
This is not funny.
Finally.
Hi. What are you doing?
I just changed and I'm getting a tattoo.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what you're getting. Well, friends, it is our last night in Iceland. Crystal has had a bit of a bump in the road. Her PCR test came back inconclusive. So we are back to the testing center first thing tomorrow morning at 8:30 to get this girl another COVID test. And hopefully it comes back negative this time. Regardless, we are, as soon as she's gotten her test, it's a 6 to 8 hour turnaround. We have reservations that we have just moved up at the Blue Lagoon. We're gonna go try and get to the Blue Lagoon, and then we are both heading to the airport with positive spirits and attitudes that we are both getting on this plane and getting back to Toronto tomorrow at 6:10 Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to be tired as heck. All right, well, a quick drive back to Reykjavik for Crystal's PCR test.
Thank you.
You survived!
Do you see my tears?
Oh, did they hit your brain? Welcome to the Blue Lagoon! This is our last stop on our adventure through Iceland. I can't believe we're leaving today.
It's so sad.
Well, are you leaving today?
I hope, don't. I hope so.
So this is probably the most touristy thing we've done, but I'm super excited. It is massive, the water is super blue, and you get a free mud mask with your admission.
And a drink.
And a drink, ooh.
We're all building bridges slowly, tearing them down fast to start over. We're all trying to come over memories of the past and start over. The past can start over.
So I have to say, one of the best things about coming to Iceland in kind of their off season, which is November, December, is that you get some of these tourist attractions a little bit quieter. The Blue Lagoon is really quiet today. We feel like we have it almost completely to ourselves, which is just spectacular because we've seen so many photos of this place just like jammed, and that's kind of what we expected. So our expectations are actually blown away. We came in with low expectations, just have a really nice time, and 10 out of 10. This is great. I think our package was 79 Canadian dollars roughly for the comfort package, which gives you one mask and one drink, which is what we are going to go do right now. The pools are 38 degrees Celsius, which is so nice and warm because it's about -2 out today.
From time to time, it all goes around, but no one knows the end.
Thank you.
We're all building bridges slowly, tearing them down fast to start over.
You get a free silica mud mask as well as a drink of choice with a comfort package. You can get anything off the menu from wine, beer, pop. Crystal got a slush ice and is thoroughly enjoying it. I got a gold beer because why not drink at 11:30 in the morning? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Sad moment. Time to get out. No, I don't want to go to the airport.
I hope I make it to the airport.
Well, no, you're gonna make it to the airport whether they let you on the flight.
I hope not.
That email will be in your locker when you get back.
The past will start over.
Okay, last but not least, right before we leave the van, I'm going to give you a really quick van tour of the space now that it is completely empty so that you can see how the van looks without all of our junk in it. So, this is a Volkswagen Crafter van. It is they call it a 4Motion, but it is a 4x4 van. It, in my opinion, is about the size of a 144 Mercedes Sprinter. And let me give you a show. So we've got a kitchen space here that has a drop-in fridge with a decent amount of space. No freezer, but you can set the temperature down to a freezer. We've got a bed to table conversion here and a second bunk. The second bunk is definitely pretty cool. We used it for storage, but they say it can fit up to 6 people. We asked for a porta potty. I believe it was about $150 to get a porta potty, which in my opinion is worth every dollar because there's not a lot of toilets along the ring road, and also when it's really cold at night, you don't want to be running to the bathroom at the campsites. I really liked their drawer systems here. So it's really simple, well thought out. Just a quick latch, the drawers roll out. They actually stay in, and then just while you're driving, they have a Webasto heater, which runs off of a little bit of mix of battery and gas. That's pretty much it. It was an amazing experience with Camp Easy. I'm sad to leave, but it's time to go to the airport, so let's get going so we're not late. We'll see you at the airport. So long, van. Thanks for all your fun adventures together. Okay, so Crystal's PCR test still has not come in. It is almost 3 o'clock, so we're a little stressed, but I believe we have good juju. I'm going in through security now. Crystal's going to be waiting on the other side of security. She's got her bags. She can check in as late as 40 minutes to the gate. So fingers crossed that that PCR test comes like as soon as I'm going up those stairs. Hopefully. If not, yeah, goodbye now. Bye. Safe flight. I better be seeing you on that plane. All right, well, just in line to board, and Crystal made it!
Oh my god.
Literally 2 minutes before the gate closed, the doctor actually emailed her directly her negative test, so she's on this flight. We're good to go. Up and away, 6 hours to Toronto. We are on the plane. Crystal's about 6 rows back from me, so sadly we weren't able to get seats together. But we will see you in 6 hours at Pearson Airport.
Who's there?
Well, welcome home.
Thank you. That is the end of the Iceland series. I have made it home just in time for the holidays, and with that, we're actually going to be taking a few weeks off to spend some time with family and friends.
So, happy holidays next week to everybody, and we're going to be seeing you guys in the new year.
Have a happy holidays and an incredible New Year's, and we will see you in the new year. If you liked this video, please make sure to give us a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe. We'll see you in the new year. Happy New Year's!
Happy holidays!
Bye!
Lost something? My toothbrush. Not luck with the toothbrush? No. Found the deodorant. That's good. Still missing a toothbrush. Yeah. I need to brush my teeth. I know you do. Your breath stinks. When was the last time you brushed your teeth?